गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन यमुना तीरा बनचारी तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा बनचारी तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे राधा माधव राधा माधव जय पंचतत्वा 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 जय पंचतत्वा जय प्रहलाद सिंह प्रहलाद सिंह प्रहलाद सिंह जय प्रहलाद सिंह जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद् चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की श्री रूप श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षट गोस्वामी प्रभुगण की रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयेर्मुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd Canto, 10th chapter, verse 29. āditsor anna-pānānām. āditsor anna-pānānām. āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ. āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ. nadyaḥ samudrāś tayoḥ. nadyaḥ samudrāś tayoḥ. tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. āditsor anna-pānānām. āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ. nadyaḥ samudrāś tayoḥ. tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. āditsor anna-pānānām. āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ. nadyaḥ samudrāś tayoḥ. tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. āditsor anna-pānānām. āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ. nadyaḥ samudrāś tayoḥ. tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. disto anna-pānānām. āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ. samudrāś tayoḥ. tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. āditsor anna-pānānām. āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ. nadyaḥ samudrāś tayoḥ. tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. āditsor anna-pānānām. āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ. nadyaḥ samudrāś tayoḥ. tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye āditsor anna-pānānām āsan kukṣy-antra-nāḍayaḥ nadyaḥ samudrāś tayoḥ tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. Word to word meaning. Please repeat behind me. Āditsoḥ, desiring to have. Anna-pānānām, of food and drink. Āsan, there became. Kukṣi, the abdomen. Antra, the intestines. Nadyaḥ, and the arteries. It's not nadyaḥ, it's nadyaḥ. Nadyaḥ. And the arteries. Nadyaḥ, the rivers. Samudrāḥ, seas. Cha, also. Tayoḥ, of them. tuṣṭiḥ, sustenance. puṣṭiḥ, metabolism. tad, of them. āśraye, the source. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charnarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. When there was desire to have food and drink, the abdomen and intestines and also the arteries became manifested. The rivers and seas are the source of their sustenance and metabolism. The controlling deities of the intestines are the rivers, and those of the arteries the seas. Fulfillment of the belly with food and drink is a cause of sustenance, and the metabolism of the food and drink replaces the waste of the bodily energies. Therefore, the body's health is dependent on healthy actions of the intestines and the arteries. The rivers and the seas, being the controlling deities of the two, keep the intestines and the arteries in healthy order. Hare Krishna. Om ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Shahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Shahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I am feeling quite blessed to have association of all wonderful Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here today morning in Srimad Bhagavatam class. And before that I could speak something, I like to beg for all of your mercy and kind wishes so that I could speak something for the pleasure of the Lord and Acharyas and for your all heart's content and satisfaction. Hare Krishna. So this is the chapter, Bhagavatam is the answer to all questions. So how everything gets originated one by one being told here. So how this whole Srimad Bhagavatam itself is Krishna and having 10 elements, being the Mahapurana Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes with 10 elements. The special symptom of Mahapurana, which describes more than 5 elements. There are many Uppuranas. They describe either 5 or less than 5. But this is one which describes all the 10 elements starting from Sarga and āśraye tattva till āśraye tattva. So having spoken that and defining each and every element very short way, then Srila Sukadeva Goswami takes up that how this whole universal creation has taken place by the combination of 3 things. What are those 3 things? Adi bhautika, Adi daivika and adhyatmika. Right. So we have understood that these 3 things are always interdependent, right? One cannot define something, one cannot have conception of one thing without having any of them, right? So if one of them is missing, then the rest 2 of them are useless, like that. So all those 3 things have been actually came in existence by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, from him comes a shadow. From that shadow brings up the Mahapurusha comes, the Virat Purusha stands up. And when he desires something to have, I mean some activity in his body, then all the 3 sets of Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika and Adhyatmika comes up. So that's what we see. Seems very fantastic, right? Hearing these all things are coming. How it has come like that? But it is actually, it has come like that. There is nothing to do research upon because this is the way it has come. So we have to understand in that way, through Sruti Pramana, right? And here we see that how this anna-pānānām. So Mahapurusha desired to have food and drink. So having desired, so immediately what comes up? Abdomen, intestine and arteries. The 3 things. Kukṣi-antra-nāḍayaḥ. So, and who are the predominating deities of them? Rivers and oceans. So rivers and oceans, the predominating deities of kukṣi, then intestines and nadyaḥ. So what does they mean? Kukṣi means abdomen, antra means intestine, and nadyaḥ means the arteries. So here it's mentioned tayoḥ tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭis tad-āśraye. Tad-āśraye. So two things comes, tuṣṭiḥ and puṣṭiḥ. Tuṣṭiḥ means satisfaction, right? Tuṣṭiḥ. Have you satisfied? When you have prasadam, then the host asks that, Prabhuji, are you satisfied? Right? Means, have your belly get completely filled up, right? So kukṣi got filled up. And below kukṣi is intestine. So this is called tuṣṭiḥ, satisfaction. So we are satisfied. And then comes puṣṭiḥ. So what does this mean? Puṣṭiḥ. Nourishment, yes, nourishment. We get nourished by the food what we take, right? So first happens tuṣṭiḥ, then happens puṣṭiḥ. So puṣṭiḥ means nourishment and growth of our body that actually takes place when that particular food what we had that gets digested, and after that the essential ingredients get into our whole body, right? This is why it happens, right? So many times devotees they say me, Prabhu, you eat so much, but why you are not puṣṭiḥ? Why you are so slim? Why you are so slim? Why you are not growing? So this is the growth happens when the essential ingredients gets to different place everywhere. So tuṣṭiḥ and puṣṭiḥ. So for puṣṭiḥ means the metabolism, that nadi means arteries are very important for them, because through arteries only what happens, all the ingredients goes everywhere, right? Through arteries. Somehow there is little difference between what Srila Prabhupada is telling, what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur telling, little up and down. But still we understand that what Srila Prabhupada actually meant to say, that through intestine what happens? Tuṣṭiḥ happens. And through arteries what happens? Puṣṭiḥ takes place. So predominating deities for tuṣṭiḥ is ocean, and predominating deity for puṣṭiḥ is river. This is what we see. The rivers flows toward the ocean. Again from ocean, water gets evaporated. Again it comes to. Again it gets, again back through ocean, and it goes everywhere, and it nourishes vegetation and everything. So we see that how things are connected, everything. And also it is recommended for the devotees who are having this health problems, like having metabolism problem or as well as digestive problems, they should go and take bath in oceans and rivers. Srila Prabhupada himself did so. When Srila Prabhupada was there in West, so many times because of always like overcast and weather was not so similar to like India's. So Prabhupada had this issue. So Prabhupada used to visit different oceans, and early morning used to have a walk. Right? So Srila Prabhupada used to say that this ocean air is very fresh. It's very life-giving. Also Prabhupada went to Puri, and as soon as he went to Puri, Gargmuni Prabhu tells that Prabhu asked me that please go and search out some place beside Puri beach. I want to be there. Yes. So they searched out some very beautiful place, a second floor building, and from there Srila Prabhupada used to sit in the balcony and used to get the fresh air coming from beach, from the ocean. So tuṣṭiḥ and puṣṭiḥ. Similarly, in our Krishna consciousness also, we should get this tuṣṭiḥ and puṣṭiḥ. We should be satisfied and we should be nourished. Right? So this is actually like how much we are taking Krishna consciousness, how much we are putting ourselves in Krishna consciousness. So there could not be a case like a devotee is not satisfied, he is depressed. So he's not, whatever devotee is he, if he is depressed, he is not satisfied, he is not happy. Tuṣṭiḥ puṣṭi chudha apayinaha. This is what it told, right? So as we take food, so as we are taking food, what happens? We get satisfied. At the same time, what happens? We get nourished. And as well, what happens? Chudha apayinaha. The hunger gets over. Similarly, when we perform devotional service, then what should happen? Devotional service should be performed, and because of that, what should happen? Tuṣṭiḥ. Devotee becomes satisfied, and they advance in Krishna consciousness, become puṣṭi. Advancement in Krishna consciousness takes place. And whatever things are there which is poisonous for Krishna consciousness, devotee they automatically get aloof from there, isn't it? So these three things takes place. But still, because of a lot of conditioning previous lives, we happen to always linger around those all the sense objectory things. And because of that, what happens? It obstructs our path to become happy and satisfied. Right? So these all senses are, like most of the time for the newcomer like me, it is a bahirmukh. Bahirmukh. Krishna boliya jeev hoi bahirmukh. So senses are bahirmukh, seeing toward outside, not seeing toward Krishna consciousness only. These all the senses like five knowledge acquiring senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and this skin. So always want to grab something from which these senses can actually get satisfaction. But we have been conditioned in the way that we think that external things will give us satisfaction, right? This is what? From external things we get some satisfaction. But we do not know, we forget that all these senses are actually belongs to Krishna, Rishikesha. All these senses have been created by Supreme Lord through this triode, Adhyatmika, Adi-bhautika and Adi-daivika. Like suppose our eyes are fully controlled by Sun God, our dear Vivaswan Prabhu is controlling our eyes. Our ears are controlled by Dikpalas. Our tongue is controlled by Varuna Devata. Our nose are controlled by Ashwini Kumaras. And our skin, the sense of touch is also controlled by Vayu. So all the senses, actually we think it belongs to us. But we have to question that do they belong to us? These all belongs to, they all devatas at first. And all devatas are actually in turn controlled by Rishikesh. So ultimately these all senses belongs to Rishikesh. It doesn't belong to us. We do not have any right to utilize these senses in anything except for the service of Rishikesh. This is common sense, right? But for us, this common sense becomes very much uncommon when the material sense of this comes in front of us. We forget this all philosophy, right? Do we remember this philosophy? Only Bhagavatam class. So immediately, okay, whatever is there, come on, let us enjoy. Anyway. So this is our situation in the conditioned stage. Srila Prabhupada was telling in one class. Prabhupada tells that there are all senses and there are different animals which are actually fully controlled by these senses. Like fish, tongue, For a fish, tongue is very much like powerful. Like as soon as you give something, you've seen here in our Samadhi pond, the devotee, one brahmachari Prabhu gives a lot of prasadam. So they eat anything you give them. Even nirmalya flower also you give, they will gulp it. Right? They won't find. So they are fortunate fishes. Right? They eat even nirmalya flower also. So because of that, what happens? They get caught up. And the fishermen, they put bait, and as soon as the bait comes, psh, and immediately the fish is out and is killed. Similarly, deer because of ear. That's why he is deer. So as soon as a hunter sings some nice music, and deer gets immediately, oh my God, from where this nice music coming? And he loses and is then caught up. Similarly, another bird, this bees, honeybees. Honeybees because of smell. So smell, it likes different flowers it goes. And when it goes to lotus flower, and it thinks, oh my God, this is ambrosia. Come on. He loses himself. And he just starts taking all that honey. And by the time sun gets set, and what happens? The lotus gets closed, finished. By the time next morning when lotus open, then already he is gone. Lotus samadhi. So these were like one different, and the flies for because of eyes. That's why he is flying. So because of I want to see something very illuminating, he goes there and he dashes. You think that something is there, I'm not able to get it. One day I will get it. It has so many, like, what do we say? Gymnastics. Something is there inside. I'm not able to get it. Something is there. One day I will get it. And at last he get what? He just loses his life. He finishes. Elephant, because of sense of touch. So the sea elephant is brought by the circus people. The circus people, they keep elephants to make elephants very obedient and do different types of kasrat. So because of sense of touch, the elephants get caught up. But Prabhupada tells, but human animal is such that all the senses are actually into hype. It's very difficult to control for humans. All the senses are very much active for the human being. So how much it will be difficult for us? Prahlad Maharaj tells that these senses are just like many wives of one man. Like nowadays, it is not so much to be seen that one man keeps many wives. Hardly one wife. It's legal actually. If you keep 2 wives, and then there will be court case. So previously people used to have. In fact, my father also married twice. I had 2 mothers. So when Prahlad Maharaj tells that when a person comes from outside and his wives are waiting for the man, that as soon as he will come, I will catch him. I will grab him. I will keep him into my room. Last night he didn't come to me. So like that. So what will the situation? Like one man comes and there are so many wives waiting, and somebody will catch a hand, or somebody will catch nose, somebody will catch. So this is our situation. As soon as we are in this Vishaya Sagara, immediately all the senses are like, I want to see something, nose want to see. That's what we see. People, one hand they have mobile phone, sense of touch, and sense of seeing also. And then mobile phone you can play nice, some music also. As well as music and video goes together anyway, right? And something to eat. Some maybe finger chips or whatever.
right? And everything, like this mobile is 5 wives in one, right? Only thing you cannot get, that is for eatable something. You need to go and get somewhere, everything. So like this, living entities are actually caught up. And that's why the people are very intelligent people, those who design such stuff. They know that these people are actually, the human beings are animals. 5 animals in one packing. All 5 senses are unbridled. And mind is something which triggers everything. In the previous impressions, whatever is there, mind tells us that, come on, go get, something is there in WhatsApp. Now immediately some message would have come, go and check it. Even though it has not come anything. Mind will say, go and check. Yeah, and you find that, okay, there is nothing. But again 5 minutes, again mind will tell, go and check. One devotee was telling that, message in WhatsApp doesn't come by checking you. It will come when somebody gives you, right? But people get habituated of checking the status and WhatsApp, and they are fully into it, conditioned because of this mind. So the mind is very dangerous enemy. As at another place in Srimad Bhagavatam, this mind is compared to the prostitute. What a prostitute who is already married. The mind is married to you. You should control your mind. But if it is not controlled, mind is like the prostitute. It will go and get new boyfriends. And when he is taken off by the boyfriend, she will make a plan to kill you. And it will kill you for sure. Yes, this is what is happening. So, nityam dadati kamasya chidram anuyeraye. Mrityu jayava punschali. It surely kills the yogi who gives the mind, okay, now you go ahead, you enjoy. So in such a difficult condition, what is the hope for a living entity? To get tuṣṭiḥ. Even devotee also, they think like, oh, I'll do 16 rounds, chanting is not 2 hours. That's it. Then after that, 22 hours, I have my senses, I will enjoy my life. So can he get tuṣṭiḥ? Neither tuṣṭiḥ nor puṣṭiḥ will happen there. It's very important for devotees, even sadhakas, to really very cautiously root these all disturbances out from a path of Krishna consciousness. How we can do it? By taking shelter of oceanic pastimes of the Lord. Oceanic devotional service, bhakti rasamrita sindhu, right? So when we have access of that, then the senses will not disturb us. This is what Bhagavad Gita tells. In 2nd chapter, Lord says, Apuryamanam achalam pratishtham samudravapam pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamam cha pravishanti yadvat. Something like that. Anybody? Bhakti Shastris? Na santi mapanoti na kama kami. So, devotee's life is like ocean. Ocean means bhakti ras ka ocean, the bhakti rasamrita sindhu. So many desires is coming, many desires are coming, but still he will not be disturbed. Just like ocean. How many rivers are flowing into the ocean? So many rivers. But we can never see that ocean is actually breaking its brink and just flooding. Sometimes it happens. It happens now in Kali Yuga only because of the nonsense activities of the people in general. So, yes. So how to start? Start with hearing. Because this is the ear through which we can do our devotional service unlimitedly. Right? Can we do devotional service? Of course, Taramadhya jivati lobhamaya sudurmati. Right? Sevan mukhe hi jiva. We like this sloka very much. Prabhupada quotes it very intentionally. Because people are very much attached to tongue. But we cannot do a lot of devotion service. We have practical realization of it. 2 hours of chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna, early morning. Right? Somehow or other we finishes our rounds, we understand that, my God, biggest Mahabharata is now over. Now, oh my dear Mala Prabhu, you take your esteemed seat. I hang you here. Don't bother me for next 22 hours. Very difficult through tongue. And even we say, Prabhuji, now through tongue I like to take prasadam. This is also my best service. But how much? How much? Can we take, maybe we take thrice, okay, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. We cannot increase much more than that. So all these senses actually belongs to Krishna, and through this we can do services. But there is a limitation of every senses. But for the ear, there is no limitation. It is just like sky. How much you can hear about Krishna through ears, there is no limit of it. There is no limit as such. So for the sadhakas, Acharyas describes that their prescribed service should be to hear about Krishna more and more and more. As soon as you get the time, hear. It's not like previously that Sukadeva Goswami told once, and after that you have to do only what? You have to keep thinking about it. But now, you can immediately go, this is what, it can help you. It can help us, right? So it can help us immediately to hear about Krishna. And Krishna's pastimes are oceanic pastimes also. I will narrate just one oceanic pastime. So Lord Sri Krishna, when he visits Mathura, he kills Kansa. After killing Kansa, he goes back to Vasudeva and Devaki, who were long thinking about their sons, that when those Krishna Balaram will come back to us. We are not able to see their childhood pastimes, they are longing to see them. And Krishna Balaram were also, they were knowing that they are Supreme Personality of Godhead, but to have that relationship, like immediately they went, and Devaki and Vasudeva were embracing Krishna Balaram, shedding tears incessantly. Then after that, Kansa is killed, then Devaki and Vasudeva gets their cows, which they have got in the marriage. The cows, when they get all those cows, Vasudeva, he has already donated it in the will, into the desire when he was in the jail. So he donates them all to Brahmanas. And after that, Lord is given Yagyopavit, this Brahminical thread. And he was sent immediately to Ujjain, Avantipur, to get education. So 64 kalas in 64 days, and he graduates. And Sandipani Muni tells that, my dear disciples, you should give dakshina. So Lord tells, what dakshina? So I know you people are very extraordinary. We cannot ask some ordinary dakshina from you. Can you kindly get my dead son? So Lord's, means Krishna Balaram, both them, they said, yes, surely, Gurudev. So Krishna Balaram immediately starts for ocean. So Sandipani Muni tells that actually he, somehow or other, he lost his life in the ocean. So please go to the ocean. So Lord goes to Prabhas Kshetra. So he lost his life in Prabhas. He went to Prabhas to take bath, and he didn't come back again. So he asked ocean, ocean, please give me the son of my spiritual master. The ocean personified himself appears and tells that, yeah, he came, he is there, but actually I didn't do anything. There is a demon called Panchajana. He has taken the son of your teacher. So go and check with him. So Krishna Balram enters into the ocean. They meet with Panchajana and there was a fight. And Panchajana was killed by the Lord. And Panchajana was ripped apart, his abdomen. And there was no that son of Sandeep Nimai. He couldn't find there. So immediately Lord thought that okay, Panchajana is killed, but his body is so nice. So Lord takes that Panchajanya, that conch shell, the dead body of the demon, and he carries it as one of his weapon, not weapon, as a conch shell, right? So he takes that conch shell and goes to Samyamani, the Yam Loka, and there he blows that conch shell. When conch shell is blown, practically the whole Yam Loka was like vibrating. Everybody think, oh my God, who had come here? Which demon has come? So all these Yamdutas were thinking like that. But Yamraj could understand that no ordinary man can come here and create such disturbance. He understood that Lord himself had come. So Yamraj comes out and he meets with Krishna Balram. He worships the two lotus feet of the Lords, and Lord orders him that please give my friend, actually the son of Sandeep Nimai. So Yamraj brings the soul in the soul form. The soul was brought, the particular soul was brought. And Supreme Lord gives exact same body, in the same face, same everything, and brings that person back to Sandeep Nimai. And seeing the lost son back, they were like shocked, they were amazed that how it could happen. In this way, Krishna Balram were given blessing, even though they doesn't require any blessing. Sandeep Nimai blesses them that whatever you will speak, everything will be always lively. So we see that Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita is so lively still, not because of the boon, but still. So Lord sets this example. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also accepted ocean also in Jagannath Puri. Every day he used to go and take bath in the ocean. And after having taken bath, Lord used to come to Gadadhar Pandit and used to hear another ocean, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam. So like this, there are many pastimes. Devotees, they always take shelter of these pastimes so that they are not disturbed by these materialistic desires, which is actually making living entities to stay in a whirlpool of samsara. Punarapi janaram, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. So we are so grateful, we should be so very much grateful to Acharyas, to Vaishnavas and this Vaishnava association that we have this wonderful opportunity to hear about Krishna, to preach about Krishna and submerge ourselves in the ocean of Krishna consciousness. By saying this, I like to stop here. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Is there any comment, any chastisement? All welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for this very nice class.
Thank you, Mata.
In this pastime of Chitraketu, the little son of the king who is dead, poisoned by the envious queens, everyone is lamenting, crying, weeping, etc. Narad Muni brings him back to life, and then the child gets up and says, who is my real father? Who is my real mother? And so on. You know, the philosophy is spoken. Then they understand the temporal nature of these relationships. But we find here in this pastime, Sandipani Muni, the great teacher of Krishna himself, is asking for his son to be brought back. So what are we supposed to understand by this pastime, where it seems as though it's a sentimental attachment? Could you explain a little bit?
It's very difficult for me to get something from the what is the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. So far we see that it was Dakshina asked from the student. Right? The student cannot immediately say the great philosophy, like Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Srivas Thakur, and Srivas Thakur's son was brought and his son was speaking big philosophies. So even Krishna would have also told that why you are so much sentimentally attached with your son. Remain happy with this. People, they come and they go. Who is this? Whose father? Whose son? All these things are temporary. But because he is acting as a disciple, so he had to act as a disciple. So this is what I think it could be. Maybe some other Vaishnavas like Hriday Chaitanya Sripad Hriday Chaitanya Prabhu could also speak something. Yes, Mataji. Mataji, you yourself could give light.
Your class was so nice that it sparked my, thinking along these lines. But if I say something now, it will be mental speculation. So I would like to research this before I say anything. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving such encouragement to me. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.